seen this in Oracle. So we have seen multiple versions. If you see, right, like a Java SC 21, Java 17, like Java 11 and all. So whenever we download this is nothing but a total kit JavaSoft will give in terms of. So again, like if I show you, so let me show. So now you see, right? So you see, right? Like so whenever you download any Java version, it will show like this. Your version 17 JDK is nothing but Java development kit. It's nothing but it's an environment basically. It's a software which allows you, like once you install successfully, it allows you to develop Java programs or to develop Java applications which can be used in Java. Okay, so now let us go back here. So Java development kit, what is the Java development kit here? So again, it's a software development environment which can be used or which allows programmers utilize Java so that they can build Java applications or they can write Java programs. So what are the components available in Java in JDK? So you see, right, like as a programmatical. So JDK contains JVM plus class libraries. Class libraries is nothing but, so there are some inbuilt methods and classes provided by JavaSoft people. So JavaSoft people, so we can utilize this. So JDK is nothing but a combination of JVM, your class libraries, like compiler, debugger, Java documentation. Java documentation is nothing but, so let us say I have some query related with. So this is a community edition, which gives more information. So which concept, which method. So what is the concept? If I want to learn any concept, I can utilize this Java code, Java doc, and I can just go and I can just read the Java doc so that it will give more information, which can be used to help to build a program or to build an application. Okay, so now before going to that, so let us try to understand once you install JDK. So what are the components you see, right? Like for example, I'm just clicking this. So you see, so you see, these are the different folders it will give. This is important and this is important. Okay, this is important and this is important. So when you click on bin folder, you see jar, like Java C, Java compiler, as I said, like Java doc, Java document. These are all inbuilt programs provided. Jar is nothing but one program, like multiple programs or hundreds of programs they have clubbed in one place and they have generated a jar, so that from backend it will provide a support. So Java compiler inbuilt they have given. So you see, right, like some of the tools like a Java P, all these are tools which helps you whenever you run a program. It helps you to execute that program and gives whatever the expected output. It supports internally, like from backend it will support. These are all the jars which can allow you to run successfully any Java program. So now if you go bin, and this is a library, if we go library, all these are necessary libraries which it required even though you want to run a simple program and execute. So these are all the necessary JDK software provided by JavaSoft people. Now, like whenever like you open, like once you install, right, even README also. So if you want to read me, if you want to try to understand, you can just go there here and you can just try to understand. They have given some link here. Okay, so yeah, let me hide this. Okay, so they have given some link here so that you can just try to understand the documentation provided here. So you can just copy. So these are all documents, as I said, like a Java doc is nothing but you can just navigate and just try to understand like a Java SC, which we have discussed, technical documentation. You can just go here and you can just get some of the necessary information. So what is the current version? What are the latest updates we have? So any new features they have given. Okay. So now anything they have internally modified or any flexibility they have given. So all the information they have given here. So installation guide. So download the JDK, what's new in the current version. So this is a Java 22 documentation. So what's new? You can just click on navigate and try to understand, is there anything they have added here? Okay. Yeah. Again, this is nothing but a Java documentation, or we can call it this as a application programming interface. This is nothing but a API which gives more information on a product. Now let us go back here again with our kit. So now here, if you see, right, like JDK and JDK, they have given as a software environment. But when I want to run my program, who are going to support here is this JRE. JRE is nothing but Java runtime environment. Java runtime environment. What are the components available in Java runtime environment here is, you see, right, JVM plus class libraries. Okay, JVM class libraries. So Java runtime environment is having JVM. So again, what is a JVM? JVM is a heart of the execution process of your Java program. Okay, so whenever anyone say like, what is JRE? JRE is the one you can consider like this. JRE stands for Java runtime environment, which has JVM, okay, which can be used to execute a Java program and provides the information based on whatever the input you have provided in your program, output it will come. So now class libraries, as I said, class libraries is nothing but Java soft provided inbuilt libraries which can support you to develop programs or to develop applications. Okay, so now compiler we have seen. So these are the compiler, debugger, and Java doc. Compiler is nothing but I seen like a common. So if you want to compile your .java file, you have written one .java file. Now we are going to convert the .java file to .class file. You want to execute that. So internally Java C is a tool provided by JDK. The tool we can use and we can compile our program. Debugger, yeah, debugger is nothing but debugging the flow, in the sense like you have written some steps. I will just explain. Once we start a program, I will just show like how we can debug a Java program and see like whether we have written a correct path, whether the program is going in a correct way or not. By using debugger, we can identify whether we have written a correct path or not. So Java doc, just now we have seen, it's a documentation. Java doc is nothing but one documentation provided by Sun Microsystems. It can be used to provide some of the features, like how can you use that feature? Okay, so anything new in that feature or anything deprecated. Deprecated is nothing but earlier version they have used, but now they have increased more flexibility. Now that component or concept is not required. That is nothing but deprecated. Deprecated. The meaning of deprecated is earlier used, but now it is not required. Okay, all the documentation provided by this Java doc. This is a component of JDK. Now, JRE. So let us discuss more about JRE here. So already we covered all this. So, but at high level, JRE basically, it provides, you see, like we have seen one example here. So a same example we have written in our IDE and we have executed. So what we'll do, like we'll save as a Java class. So whenever we compile a program, this is a normal flow. I mean, in last 3 sessions, I have explained this, the process. Java compiler again generates a bytecode. After compiler, .class file will come. Now, what happens internally here is class loader subsystem. Already I have seen, I have explained the class loader subsystem. Whenever a .class file will be available, class loader will take runtime. This is a runtime. So class loader will take and will follow all these steps to generate machine language instructions for microprocessor. As I said, right, what class loader exact job here is, it takes that class file, bytecode verify. As I said yesterday also. So bytecode verifier is nothing but a class loader is a module basically which can take .class file, which can validate. So what exactly .class file is having, whether the .class file is valid or not. First thing it will check. And again, .class file is having a bytecode instructions. Second step, it checks whether that bytecode instructions are valid or not. Is nothing but this class loader subsystem, the main job is to verify the .class file, so that whether the .class file can be used to convert for machine language instructions. If you see at the end, hardware, Hardware is nothing but your platform, your microprocessor, your operating system. Hardware is nothing but whatever the loader they are using internally. Once they verify that bytecode instruction, why we are doing this, all this activity internally is nothing but to hand over to your platform. This dot class file we converted to machine language instructions. Now this is your job to understand the machine language instructions and generates the output. What is this hardware is nothing but we are giving this dot class file to microprocessor, because microprocessor will understand only machine language instructions in a form of zeros and ones. Bytecode instructions is for whom is nothing but JVM. What they will do, this is a flow. Programmer written Java, programmer has written a Java program, saved it as .java. Now, next step is Java compiler comes into the picture, compiles that Java program, converts to .class file. This is the second step. Third step, JVM comes into the picture. Again, like I say, JRE or JVM both are same, because JVM available in JRE only. Okay. So as per this flow. So what is meant by JRE? JRE contains JVM plus class libraries. Okay. So now in third step, JVM will come into the picture. It takes your dot class file. It converts that bytecode instructions to machine language instructions. Okay, this is called, we can call it as a runtime. If you see, right, this is a runtime. All this process, once JVM enters into the picture, whatever the execution, whatever the flow it follows, that we can call it as a runtime. So once in third step, once dot class file converted to machine language instructions, now that machine language instructions hand it over to microprocessor, which is nothing but a hardware. What it will do, it will understand machine language instructions and gives you output. Okay, so whether if you don't have any issues, syntactical issues, anything, if you don't have any issues on a program, finally you see whatever the output you are expected, it will generate. Okay, this is a flow. Basically, this is a flow. Now, how these three work together internally? How it will work? Like what is JVM, JRE, JDK internally works together? What is the flow? What is the flow here? If you see, right, the 4 steps which I have explained you, the same thing here. Programmer, Java source code. Java source code is nothing but programmer develops a program and saved it. Now, Java compiler will come into the picture. Who he will give a Java compiler? Java development kit. JDK will provide a Java compiler. Okay. So Java compiler, what it will do? It will convert your source code, or it will convert .java file to bytecode instructions, in the sense .class file. So now what happens here? Bytecode instructions, it see, right, like Java virtual machine, it will come into the picture with the help of this compiler just in time. This is the execution mode. Java virtual machine is nothing but execution mode. At runtime, it starts executing, in the sense it starts converting your bytecode instructions to machine language instructions. To whom again? You see, right? To whom? Finally, this is a hardware platform. At the end, you need to see the output. If you don't see output, all these components are waste. Why all these components are integrated is nothing but it provides a developer or a programmer. They can use this software and build applications, develop applications, or build programs. They can be used in a real time. Okay. So now you see, right, like a JDK, Java Development Kit. JDK contains JRE, JRE contains JVM, JVM contains JIT. This is a flow of a total your Java program. Whether you use Java EE, whether you use Java SE, this is the basic structure and this is the basic flow how your program executes internally. What are the components will come into the picture. So, okay, when someone asks, or if you are preparing for an interview, if someone asks, can you explain what are the components provided by Java? You need to explain these are the components like JDK, JRE, JVM, how it will interrelate each other, how actually work will start. This is a basic program which will start for intern and freshers, even for experienced people, to identify what is the knowledge they have basic. in a sense, like they know, like once they write a program, when they execute, how internally Java development kit supports your execution. Okay. So now you see JDK contains JRE, JRE contains JVM, JVM contains JIT. This is a flow. Once this flow will start, when you execute a program, once this internally, all these flows will combine and execute and generate the output. Okay. First steps towards Java programming. What are the basic steps I required? What are the basic steps I required to write a Java program? Okay, to write a Java program. So now this is a flow. This is a flow. Java libraries, we need to use a Java library. Okay, from that Java library, we need to use packages. After that, we need to write a class. We need to write a method. Okay, so before going to that, let us try to understand what are the basic things we need to follow. Okay, so this is a flow. We'll just see one program. So how I need to do. So before to that, so let us understand here step by step. So now comments. Okay, so what does it mean by a comment here? What is comment? Comment is nothing but comment in programming language. Comment is nothing but how I can say is nothing but it will give the information about your code. Again, like comment provides the advantage of comments is it increases the readability of a program. Is nothing but we have multiple lines of a comment. So now single line comment, single line comment, single line comment. Okay, so multi-line comment, multi-line comment. Multi-line comment is nothing but you can write multiple lines here. You can write multiple lines here. So it means that so whenever you have written a program, like whenever in that program, if you had comments, this means that Java compiler will ignore that comment, in the sense they will not pick, in the sense compiler will not pick your comment for execution. So single line comment is nothing but if you want to write two comments, again if you want to use single line comment, then you need to use this one. Okay, so let us just take the example. So I want to write first step. First step. This is one. I want to add one more comment. So I'm using single line comment. So you need to use second step. Second step. Second step. So now if I want to one more step, so third step. Third step. So if you want to implement single line comment, so whatever the comment you are going to write to give the information, like to give the information about the line or a code step. So this is a single line comment. So now multi-line comment is nothing but instead of like, if you don't want like again, like multiple steps, I don't want to write, I want to implement all this in a single way, is nothing but we can utilize multi-line comment. You need to start slash. Okay, you need to start slash, and with this is a asterisk, and again you need to close like this, like multi-line comment. So all these I can include in a single way. So first step, second step, third step, everything included here, everything included here. So again, like comment increases the readability of a program. Readability of a program. How I'll just show you. Okay. So now we are going to write this one. Okay. So this is one class here, basically. So now I'm just going to write a comment, implement a comment here. So now writing a class which shows which accepts input message prints the same message as output. We need to write a comment. What is it? What does it mean? Is nothing but we are just describing what this program is going to work, in the sense like what we are going to implement in this program. So writing a class which accepts input message prints the same message as output. Okay. So now one more comment we can add. What is it? What is it? What is it? Public class show message. Okay. Now we'll just add one more comment, multi-line comment. Now we see multi-line comment. This is Java. So Java is object-oriented programming language. If a developer wants to write a program, so he need to create class. He need to create a class. Multi-line comment. Multi-line comment. In the sense, comments, what is the use of comments is nothing but it will give the information about your program, about the application. It increases the readability in the sense. So now you have written a program, but someone don't know. In the sense like, let's say I'm not from a computer programming language. I'm a pure non-technical, but someone has given some work. How they don't know programming terminology, they don't know programming, what is a class, they don't know what is this, everything they don't know. But how can we identify is nothing but with the help of comments. It's nothing but by reading say this is English kind of a language, right? So if I'm trying to understand, like, okay, this is Java, developer has written. Java is an object-oriented programming language. If a developer want to write any Java program, he need to create a class. By reading this, I can understand, okay, what does that mean? This means that if I want to write any Java program, this is the first step I need to follow. This is the first step I need to follow. So who are giving this information? Developer is responsible. Developer should provide these comments. Who are going to develop a program or who are going to develop application, each and every step, he need to write a comment. That is a very good practice and a process in a programming language, especially. So why I have written that step? What is the necessary? And again, what that step is going to do? How we are defining is nothing but with the help of comments. Again, like when you are compiling any program, compiler will ignore this. It will not take consideration. This is for whom? This is for us, is nothing but this is for the developers who are going to use or run the program. They can understand and they can execute the program. Okay. So now comments improves the readability of your program. In the sense, it comment gives the information about your application or about your program. So now second step, if you go multi-line, if you see right, multi-line, how it started? It starts like this, slash asterisk. Now you can go like this. So if you want to write 10 lines, yeah, you can write in the middle. Okay. So like that, we have written a two steps here, but this is a start and this is end. It means that you have started a comment here, ended here. So you don't get any compile time errors. In the sense, compiler itself ignores the comments. But if you want to implement single line comment, you need to write like this. So if I want to take, I will not write here. I will just avoid this. Okay. I will not write any comment, but write like this. So now you are trying to provide information. What is this program will do? But you are not following a proper programming conventions here. Okay, that's why we are getting this error. So this is a comment, but how do we need to represent a comment in Java? Like whether you follow a multi-line or a single line. Okay, so now if you are providing a information, you need to implement this as like this. Comment. Comment is nothing but gives the information of your application or a program. So now, first it's done. First it's done. So now let us take example. One example. Write a program to display a message in a console. In a console. This is a program. This is a program. So now by understanding this flow, what are the steps we need to follow? What are the steps we need to follow? So now this Java library is nothing but installation and setup. Once installation and setup is done, this step is completed. We need to use, how can we need to reuse this? We need to utilize this. How can we utilize? I'll show in a program. So now packages, yes, packages I can. Now, what I need to do here is, so write a program to display a message in a console, So now, how do I need to import? How do I need to use package is nothing but, so let us go back here directly. So now there is a keyword called import, you see, Java, because this is a Java programming language. Now dot, if your execution is successful, then you can see like this. These are all packages provided by Java. These are all packages provided by Java. Now, Java dot, I can use this one. LANG stands for language. IO stands for input output. AWT stands for abstract window toolkit. NET stands for network. So RMI, like remote related, SQL database. So utility, time, text, all these are packages. Package is nothing but, you see, right? Like package is nothing but whatever the classes, inbuilt classes, methods, everything integrated here. I'll just show you. So let me just add how I need to call a package in my program. So lang. Again, this is your package. Java is a programming language. Lang is a package name. Language is a package name. So this is a package name. So now I want to utilize what are the components available in this package. You hit dot again. When you hit, see, these are the, you see, right? In each and system, java.lang, thread, java.lang. When you hit dot, it shows whatever the concepts, whatever the classes available in lang package. Like when I scroll down, right? When I scroll down, you see multiple concepts here. Again, like I have said, deprecated in the sense, you see, right? It has highlighted as strike, underline strike in the middle. It means that in earlier versions, Java team has provided this, but now it is not required. This is how deprecated means. Deprecated is nothing but even though you can just use, it will give some kind of a issue in the sense like, it means that this is a deprecated. So it will not allow you. You see, I'm just trying to add, but it is not allowing. This is a deprecated. We cannot utilize. Okay. So now let us go and try to understand how I need to show this one. So now you can just Google. Now java.lang. Okay, language. So just click this java.lang. You see, right? This is one of the API. This is a doc is nothing but I have shown, right? Java doc built-in provided by JDK built-in. So if you see, right, package, what is a package? How you are writing? All are lowercase. Naming conventions are very important. So, okay, if you are writing a package, this is nothing but a package. Like how we are calling in our program. You can consider this is a library which has bundles of items. I want to utilize this library in my program. How can I use? I will use a package to utilize the library provided by Java. Okay. So package is nothing but the meaning of package is nothing but a bundle of information you have. You can reuse anything to complete or to write or to develop any program. You see, these are all classes. They have inbuilt added a code. Let us take one example. So if I take system, this is a class. This is a class. If you see, right, there is a description. The system class contains several class or fields and methods. As I said yesterday, what is the class? Basically, a combination of properties, one more terminology called properties or fields, both are same, and methods. Is nothing but like a class is a blueprint which can have a combination of properties or fields and methods. Let us go here. Let us go here, system. So these are all inbuilt provided by Java. Only the thing is we need to know how can I use in my program? How can I call in my program? So you see, right? So system is a class. Now you see class. System is a class belongs to java.lang package. You need to read like read like this. System is a class belongs to java.language package. Now, what is the use of a system class here? System class contains several fields and method. It can be used to provide the information to the output. So now you see, how can we write like this? These are all the methods provided by the class, inbuilt. Only the thing is we need to know and we need to call. Now let us implement same thing here. Let us use this class. Let us use this class. So now how do I need to call? So I'll just write one more comment. Use. Okay, so we'll just remove this and let us write a programming way. Okay. So now, first I'm just going to write what we are trying to do. Okay. Program to display the message. Program to display the message. Okay. Before that, okay, I'm just closing this. Okay. Let us open. Let us start from scratch. Okay. So now, like once you install any Java, like once you install JavaSoft in your machine successfully, what is the first step you need to see is like just go back here in terminal, whether you need to see successful or not. Already I have shown in your program. So you can just go here and type as version. So when you enter Java version, in the sense, like if you see this information, it means that Java installation is successful. Java installation is successful. Java-version. This is a version. In the sense, it gives all the information about in the sense, what is the version you are using. So what is your configuration? All these things, it will give the information. This is the first step post installation. In the sense, once you install successfully, this is the first step. Now come back to second step. Now I want to write a program which I have shown here. Okay, so now we need to write a program. So how do I need to start? So once you install Java and IntelliJ edition, so what you need to do here is just go here, just in desktop, anywhere. Okay, so now what you need to do here is you just create one workspace, just create one folder. So, okay, I'm just creating. Okay, so workspace, I'm just creating a workspace in any folder you can create workspace n. So now you just click. This is a blank folder. Nothing, we cannot do anything. Now workspace in. So now what I need to do here is, this is a workspace. Workspace is nothing but, let us say today you developed one program, you have written a program. So again, tomorrow you are going to write one more program. So for 1 week continuously, you have written 7 programs. Okay, so you need one place where you can store all these programs in one location. This is nothing but your workspace. Workspace will give the information about the programs which is developed by the programmer or developer. All available in once. So let us go back. I'll just show you my previous workspace here. For example, I'm just showing the workspace here. Yeah, my workspace. You see, let us take this. So you see, right? These are all programs I have written earlier. So now if you go back again, so sample, this is my workspace. So now here, if you see, right, these are all different files I have written. I have developed. So now you have just given, now you have created a workspace, which is a blank right now. So now we can utilize this. So now open IDE, IntelliJ IDE, open the IDE. Once you open the IDE, what you need to do here is, you can just 2 ways. Either you can create a new project instead of creating a folder here. directly you can create, or first you create a folder, workspace folder in your system. After that, click open. Click open. Okay, so navigate where you have created. So now this is my workspace. So now click and open. Okay, so this is, yeah, you can ignore trust project. So now you see, so this is an IDE. So I have added my workspace. I have added my workspace folder here. Workspace folder here. Now let us go back here. Now let us go back here. So now you see, nothing is there. For now, nothing is there. This is still blank, but it allows a program. So now this is, you see, right? External. When I import that project, when I open that project, these are the different jars it supports you internally. These are the different types of files. Automatically, it will come into your picture, into like this, you see. Now, this is one way. Now, one more way I will show you. Okay, so now again, IntelliJ. Okay, so now you just take a new project. Okay, so now you can just select the location here. Location. Now, location. What I will just do, I will just select the same thing here, location. So now you see desktop workspace N, or you can create anything. So now name I will just give. Okay. So now this is my name. So now it is inbuilt selected as Java. You see, inbuilt selected as Java. So now build system. This is not required for now. This is not required for now. So let us take here. So now it will give by default, if you have a system, in your program, so it will give, you see, if you have a multiple versions already installed in Java, it will show the options, but by default, which is currently active, it will pick. Now the system is available, you see. So now you see batch n programs. So now you just create. I'm just going to create here. Now you see IDE itself generated one structure to you. What you need to do here is just cross check whether necessary external libraries available here, library root, it will fetch from your Java installation folder available in your machine. In Windows, it is from C program, like C directory program files. By default it will take. So now this is a folder which we need to work. Okay, this is a folder which we need to work on, which we need to create a classes. So now I'm just going to create here. So now new, just right click source folder, right click on source folder, new, you just take Java class. Okay, Java class. Now create a Java class. So again, before that, we'll just start here. So now what are we doing here is first step. First step is create workspace. Create workspace. Now, second thing here is create Java class. Okay, new Java class. How are you going to create a new Java class is, so now just right click, go here and right click here, right click new Java class. Okay, new Java class. So now give just, I'll just give sample. I'm just giving a class name as a sample. So now this is a sample. So let us start with comments. So now I'm just starting this comment. I'm just giving a behavior. This program prints the output message provided. Okay. This program prints the output message provided. Now again, like you see, right? Like now we have created a Java class. So what does it mean by Java class? I said, like, Java is an object-oriented programming language. If you want to write a program, any program or a single program, you need Java. So now what is the syntax of class? Class, okay. So now again, class is a keyword. Keyword here, if you see, right, class is a keyword, public is a keyword. This is optional. This is not required for now. Okay. So class is a keyword. This is nothing but a class name. Again, make a note that class name always starts with uppercase. Okay. Class, what is a class? It's a keyword. Now, class name always starts with uppercase. Uppercase. Okay. So now, what is the syntax? Class, class name. Okay. So now, open and close. Open and close. So this is a syntax. Open brace, and close brace. Open brace and close brace. So what are we going to do here? So write the steps, write the steps, write the steps as per the requirement. As per the requirement. What is your requirement now? Your requirement is to print the output message. Okay, whatever you are writing as an input, print the message. Okay, so now this is a class. So now I want to implement this class. I want to write a message, or I want to implement. I don't know. I don't have any knowledge. How can I print the message? Okay, so now for that purpose, this is the flow we need to follow. This flow and this flow. So now let us write one more method here, one more package. So use Java packages, use Java package to print, okay, to display the output in a console. In a console. In a console is nothing but a terminal, like wherever you are seeing this one. So use Java package to display. So how are we going to use? Now use import keyword. Again, like all the keywords should start with lowercase only. Okay. Use import keyword to call or use the package in your program. So now we are going to use. So now import Java dot. So you can just select this lang. So now I want to use system class. I want to use a system class. You see, right? System class. So semicolon. Okay. Okay. So I know. So why is it going for now? Okay. So let us implement here. Import Java.lang system. I imported successfully one project, one package imported successfully. So now what is the next step we need to follow? Write a program to display a message in a console. Okay. So once this is done, so now we need to use main method. Second step is use main method to implement the steps. So now what is the syntax of main method here is? So call main method. Okay. So now how do I need to write a main method in Java? What is the syntax here is? So public static, all are keywords. I'll just explain what is the intention behind that. Public static void main. This is the syntax we need to follow. String args. Okay. So now again, main method, like this we need to follow. Again, so just to reiterate, class starts with like this. Open and curly brace, open brace and curly brace. Same way. Method also open and curly brace. So methods, all methods, syntax of method is method. This is a syntax, this is a syntax, and this is a syntax. This is what we need to write. Again, all the methods, for now you can understand, all the methods should write inside a class, should call inside a class. So now I'm just writing, for example, I'm just calling this. Okay, so I'm just giving one comment inside this method. So method, I'm just writing here inside. You see, right? Method should start with open brace, close breaks, like even class starts with open and like this. So now what is the steps? So now class I have no. So class name. Okay. So now to write and to display the message as output, I need a main method. Is nothing but why I required main method is nothing but if you don't write main method, JVM will not execute your program. JVM will not execute your program. I'll just show you that one also. Okay, let us go in a positive way first. Let us try to complete our requirement. After that, we'll test in a negative way. We'll just remove all these things and we'll try to execute and we'll see like why JVM, like how JVM and what exactly JVM will pick it up for execution. So now main method. So again, main method is required. After a class, main method is required. So now main you need to write like this. Open a brace. This is a class. Again, main method you need to call inside a class. After that, write a comment. Use system class. Use system class to add the message. To add the message. Okay, so now how to use a system class. What is the system class here? So I want to print a message. I want to print the output message. So now if you go back to that package again, system, you see there is a field here like system class. So there is a out method. There is a out method which can be used here. So I'll just show you how can we write. Yesterday we have seen the same program, but we don't know what exactly. So now I want to print a message. Okay. So now I'll just use system. System is a class available in java.lang. You just select system. You hit dot. You see system dot out. Out is nothing but a field available in this class. System is a class, out is a field. Now dot println. Now println, this is one method. This is a method. Like class contains, I'm just going a definition. Now we'll just store. Okay, class has fields or property and method. This is a definition we learned yesterday. What is a class? Class is a blueprint or a group name which is having a combination or which contains a field or a property and a method. Again, property and method. So now this is a class, system is a class, out is a field, println is a method. Okay, let us add a comment here. What is system? System is a class from java.lang package. Okay, so now what is out? Out is a field or property available system class. So now println, what is a println? Is a method. Now I want to, what is my output? What is a program? This program prints the output message provided. Now I want to provide a message again. So message should written always always in double quotes. In double quotes. So now I want to start here. So now this is double quotes. You need to enter a double quotes. Okay. So double quotes. So first step towards Java programming. First step towards Java programming. You see how I need to write, like what is the concept, what are the terminology, and like what is the syntax I need to follow. So now let us see. So this is the requirement. This is a requirement. So now what is a class? Class is a keyword. Keyword again, class name always starts with uppercase. Again, what is the syntax of a class? Open brace, close brace. So when you place the cursor in IDE, it shows this is the beginning and this is the ending. In a sense, let us write a comment, end of class. End of class. This means that end of a class. This brace is nothing but ending of your class. So now what is that? What is that? Public static void main. Why do we need to require is nothing but if you want to execute your program, JVM will first check whenever you run your program, JVM will first check whether your program is having a main or not with a proper naming convention, with a proper syntax. If main is not available, it will not execute your program. You will get some kind of a error. I will show that all those things, but this is the way. So again, like method, how I need to write method, open and close, open brace, close brace. So now let us write a comment. End of method. End of method. Okay. This is a starting and this is. So whatever we are writing inside a method, whatever writing, this is a requirement. This is a requirement. So now let us, as I said, let us start in a positive way. So two ways will show here. So let us go back and let us see our workspace. How is it now? So now workspace, open the workspace. So now this is a folder. Now let us see. Now source, only one folder we have, sample.java. This is a sample.java. So now let us compile. Let us start compiling. We don't have any other files apart from that. This is a file provided by IDE, like our IntelliJ only. Okay. So now let us try. Now I'm moving, I'm navigating. CD is nothing but change directory. Okay, change directory. Now we are in batch in programs. This is our project folder. Our program here, our program available here. Where is the program? In source folder. So you need to navigate to source folder, change directory. So now source folder. Now I am in source folder. Just give ls to see like what are the files available in your folder, source folder. Right now we have only one folder, which is called source. So now let us compile the program. So again, there are no files, nothing. I'm just using the same concept which I have explained one session and second session, first session and second session. Now using Java C tool provided by Java compiler, I am compiling a program. Now, whatever the steps we have written, this is nothing but a source code with .java file. You see .java. .java is nothing but whenever you see .java, this is nothing but a source code which can be understandable by human. We have written this. So now I'm taking a compiler. So compiling a program, what happens after compiling? The source code, the .java file will convert it to .class file. So now let us see how to compile. Java C class name .java. Java C class name .java. Hit enter. If you don't have any issues, if you don't have any syntax issues and all, so now what happens here? You see, right? Sample.class it generates. Let us open. This is a class for JVM. Now close this. Now you go back your folder. Now it generated. You see what is the T and saucer? What is the history? So why we are showing T and saucer in Java? This is the concept actually. Okay, T and saucer generated one .class file. So compiler executed successfully. Now we can call JIT interpreter to run our program. So now I'm just using Java sample. Okay, so we are compiling a program. Now we are running a program. So when we start this program, is nothing but internally JVM converts that bytecode instructions to machine language instructions. This is for whom is nothing but this is for our platform. This is for platform is nothing but microprocessor and operating system will come into the picture. If everything goes well, then if everything goes well, so system understands our input. System understand our input as per machine language instructions, and it has given the output. You see, this is a way. So now again, there is no change in our folder. Now you go back here. Now this is my workspace. Now in that, this is my project. Now this is folder, source folder, where I have to write a Java programs. Now this is a class file, which has bytecode instructions. This is a .java file, which has source code. Okay. So now let us implement here. Now let us see, this is one way of execution your program. Okay. So now again, this is not preferable now to write every time. Because we are using IDE, you can just directly select right click and run. Okay. So when you run directly, internally IDE will take care. Internally, your IntelliJ or Eclipse, whatever the IDE you are taking, internally it uses whatever the commands we have hit Java, C, Java, internally it executes. It take care everything. That's why we are using IDE to improve the performance and reduce the effort from a programmer. Now, let us step. Now we can start with a negative validation. Okay. So now what I will do here is I don't want main method here. I will not write main method. Let us add a comment here. Let us add a comment here, end of method. Okay. End of method. So what happens here? You see what happens? So red is nothing but it is giving some, it is not identifying what exactly you have written. So now without a main, can we run a program? I'm not at all getting any option here to run a program. First of all, okay. So now let us use terminal and try to understand still whether it supports or not. So now I'm just trying to compile a program where I have written a program without a main. Okay. So now you just go back here. Now you just type Java is simple. So now what is the error you are getting here? Error system.out.println first line. In the sense itself, it is not able to identify what you have written here. Even JVM execution is done. So this program not yet reach to JVM because in compilation itself, Java compiler itself gives you error. There is a syntactical error. This is nothing but a compile time error. When you are compiling and you are seeing the error, this is nothing but a compile time error. It's nothing but programmer is responsible for this as he has not followed the instructions provided by Java team or JDK. Okay. So now without main method, we cannot compile the Java program. This is very important. You can make a note if you want. Now, end of the method, end of the class. So now I'll just try to interchange here. Public, static, I'm just going to interchange. So I'm just cut here. Now static, public. Both are keywords. Okay. So now forget about static. I will just explain later. Public means we are writing a public. The name itself tells a public property, private property. You can consider like this. If I write main method, because JVM is outside here, JVM. So if you write public, we are allowing a JVM or we are providing access to the JVM to execute that program. That's why we are writing static public. So now let me run this program directly. Yes, it works. In a sense, these two keywords will interchange. Either you call public static or static public, it will work. But you should not interchange this. What is this? This is a return type. Void is a return type. I'll just tell you again. But for now, only you can consider what is this? What is type? Like this is first a keyword and this is a return type of a method. Again, main is a method name. This is nothing but a parameter. Okay, parameter. Now, second step. So static public works. Now what we will do here is, now I'll just remove this parameter. Here from here. Okay, static public void main. So now let us go back here. Now let us see whether IDE will give any run. I don't have any option. So again, I need to depend upon console here. Console. Okay. So now let us compile again. It compiled successfully now. Even though you don't have string args, even though you don't have parameter for a main method, it compiled successfully. Compiler successfully. Now run. Without parameter, we have written static public void main. Now I'm trying to run a program. Now you see what happens. Main method not found in a class sample. Please define main method as. This is a syntax provided by Java team. We need to follow this syntax as it is. Otherwise, your program will not execute. This is nothing but runtime error. Above example is nothing but a compile time error. Compile time error when it comes, if you not follow proper instructions in Java, and if you have any syntactical errors, then compile time error will come. Runtime error or runtime error. If you see runtime error while running a program, best example is you have written everything, but you have not followed proper naming convention for main method. In that case, you are getting runtime error. This is a best example for, can you just highlight when have you faced any compile time errors or runtime errors? Okay. These are all FAQs basically. So basic level, but very important. Now let us see. Now I'm just, okay, they have given this thing by following that suggestion provided by Java team. So I'm just following the same thing here. Okay. So now what is this public? Public is a keyword. Okay. So we are giving, in the sense like we are giving access to the JVM, to take this program and start execution and provide us output. Public. Okay. So now void is return type for a method. Again, what is the method name? Method name is main is a method name. What is this? Parameter. Again, as I said, so method always should start with like this. Okay. So again, method should be always in lowercase with open and close. This is a syntax. This is a basic syntax for any method. Okay. So now I'll just try to modify here. So string args, right? So I'll just keep test. Okay. So now let us run. I'm just going to run. Now we have a main method. So IDE allows you to run. So now I'm running. Now you see first step. So what does it mean here is this is user defined. By default, they have given args, but this is user defined. Args is nothing but one input name. This is nothing but a name, user defined. You can do anything. You can give anything. And I'll just try to modify some other things. We'll see whether it works or not. Okay, it is not working. It is now. Let us see. I'm just trying to modify the parameter inside a parameter. You see. So either you can use this format. Earlier we don't have this format. Okay, in version by version, they have modified the syntax and all. So now this is the way. So now let us use. It is not allowing in IDE, but see, if you see, okay, so before going to that, so we have used here two classes here. We have used here two classes from lang package. One is string class, one is a string class, which is acting as a parameter for main method. Another is system class. So now let us go back to that hierarchy. So java.lang. So let us type here. Okay, system we know already. This is a string. You see, right? String. So methods, where is class? Okay. So now I need to go to java.lang package. In lang package, you see class summary. So in class summary, we have used one system. Now we have used string here. This is one class provided by java.lang. So now you see, right, in program, string and system. Two classes we have used from java.lang package. Why it is not allowing is, see, observe that you have not got any error. Even though you have not used any package, still you are able to run a program. So how do you need to write a package? As I said here, so this is a way. Import java.lang.string, because we have used these two classes in a program. In the sense like version by version, once they have added, now we are in 17th version, is nothing but they have added inbuilt to the version of your Java program. In the sense, explicitly, it is not recommended to call and to increase your code steps. That's why even though you are calling directly, you don't see any error. It's nothing but to say in one liner, import java.lang. In the sense, java.lang package supports inbuilt here. So explicitly, no need to use your class like this. Okay. So now how do you need to call a package? Using import keyword. Now this is nothing but a package name. This is nothing but a class. This is nothing but a class. How you are representing, how you are calling? Java.lang using dot operator. This is operator. This is operator. This is a class. This is a package name. Okay. So that's why it is considering inbuilt. That's why even though if I'm even though if I'm writing java.lang, okay. You see, this is not preferable. This is not preferable. If you want to add, yes, only 2 steps will increase your program in a code. So now I'm just giving lang dot system. Okay. So let us write. So now one more way to import all the, I don't want to write multiple steps so that my code steps increases. Okay, increases. I want all the things in this package. How do we need to write? So you can just use import java.lang dot. You see, right? There is an option star. Star means whatever the concepts, in the sense, whatever the classes it supports, it will give everything like that. Inbuilt it is supported. That's why IDE is removing, because IDE itself saying why you want to add extra steps in your code, because without any issue, the program is working. Okay. So, but the way, if I want to implement all the classes, in the sense, like if I go in java.lang package, okay, I want to use all this. And again, in a single step, how can I call all the classes and methods available in system package is like this. You can just one more way. You can use import java.lang.start. Like this. If you take, this means that in a single step, everything it will come. So no need to call individually. So both this, everything, like whatever the classes mentioned here, methods mentioned here, this represent asterisk. Asterisk is nothing but all classes, methods available in this package, available to the developer or a programmer, so that he can reuse the program. So this is how we need to implement the basic level, like how do I need to write a class? How do I need to create a class? How to compile a program? So what is the tool I need to use to compile a program? How do I need to write a main method? And what is the motto behind main method? To whom we are writing a main method? Okay. So now how do I need to represent input message? How do I need to write a message in double quotes? So what is this system.out.println? System is a class, out is a field or a property, println is a method which allows programmer, okay, whatever the statement you are writing, it shows in a console. Console is nothing but this is the one where you can see the output. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So I'm stopping the session for today. Yeah. So any queries? Yeah, we can take it up if you have any queries. Yeah, you can type in a chat also if you have any queries. I will take it for 5 minutes.
Hello.
One second.
Well,
Yeah, you
hello,
go
can you hear me?
on. I'm just replying the queries, whatever I'm getting. Yeah, you go on with your query.
Yeah. So, in a Java programs that we have written for the show message class, so you have written few comments, right? Single line and empty comments.
Yeah, yeah.
So, JVM would consider all those commented lines
No,
to
no, no,
allocate
no,
some
no, no,
memory.
no, no. No, 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 no. That's what I said. That's what I said. Comments is for a programmer or a developer to
Okay.
describe what he has written. Okay, so
Okay.
Java compiler itself ignore. Forget about JVM. JVM is the second stage. Okay, so once you compile a
Okay.
program, then JVM will come into the picture. Comments is a program. Comments is for us, in a sense, for a developer or a programmer or who are going to use the application or a product. We are giving some description, right? Description of a product. So that's why, for a
Yeah.
better understanding, to increase the readability of a program, we are writing the comment.
Okay. And so
Okay.
before writing a program, so we have downloaded this JDK, right? So this JDK will have all the supporting libraries or the
Yeah.
packages
Yes. Yes.
inbuilt. So that's the reason, like whatever you were trying to import, it wasn't showing up, and it is taking directly from the JDK folder
Yes.
from
Yes.
those
Yes.
libraries.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
When you create, that's what, like I have shown, when you create a workspace and create a project, right? External libraries, there is a folder. It will fetch whatever the necessary jars, programs provided by Java Development Kit as a
Uh-huh.
software. It supports you internally. Whenever you write a program, all these jars are supported from you from a backend.
Okay.
Okay,
Sir,
so
when we are
yeah,
selecting, like first we write import and then main method, and then in the package, I mean, we take java dot lang, right? That's a
yeah,
package.
yeah,
So every time
yeah,
do
yeah.
we
One
have
of
to
the
select
package
that
name.
only lang is, I mean, yeah.
No, based on the requirement, that is a basic package. Now our requirement is to print a message. Tomorrow our requirement is different. So based on the requirement, we need to select a package. Okay. So for
Okay.
example, I want to, I'll just take one example. So, I mean, it will be too complex. Let us take, we have a one more package called uh, IO, input package. Okay. So now
Mm.
in that, what I need to do, I'm just giving one requirement. So there is a portal, website, or there is a portal. I want to check my age to apply identification card, like government registered identification card, whether that is a PAN or Aadhaar or any national or a government related ID card I required. So what we'll do, basically what we will do, we will give as input, like we'll type enter your age. That is the input. We will fill like 18, 16, 22. Okay.
Mm.
So now we are entering in from keyboard. That value we are entering from keyboard. Okay. So that keyboard is our input and output device, right? In that scenario, we are going to use one more package called IO package. Again, it
Okay.
depends upon the requirement, which package
Okay.
we need to use. It's purely about the requirement of your program.
So how we will get to know, sir, for each this requirement, this language, this particular we package or some we have to use
Concepts in core Java. That's it.
concepts.
Like if you
Okay.
concepts in core Java. So now in basic level, right? So once you enter
Mm.
in a different mode of a program, in a different mode of
Okay.
program, I will share some of the packages which we use regularly.
Okay.
So with that package, it will know. One more thing. Second thing is, even if you don't know the package, but you know the class and methods of that. If you are using ID,
Mm.
right? If you are using that
Mm.
class, automatically ID helps you. ID is nothing but IntelliJ or Eclipse. It will help
Mm.
you which package you need to import. Okay, I will
Okay.
show that also. But to answer your query, so which package I know to use is nothing but whatever the concepts we are going to learn in core Java, those concepts will help you to identify which package is required to use in my program.
Okay. Okay. Understood. Sure. Thank you, sir.
Okay, so yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So the
One
query
more
to,
question.
yeah, yeah.
So in a class, can we have multiple main methods, or
No,
let's
no.
say
One,
we
only,
have
only,
two
only one.
different classes?
No. Only one method per class. Only one main method. Main method. That's it, right? Main method. The naming itself tells you main method is nothing but class should have only one main method which can execute all your program, whether that is a 5 lines, 10 lines, 50 lines, 100 lines, any number of lines. But we have only one main method inside a class.
So let's say if we have two classes, class one and class two. So can we
Hmm.
have like two main methods, like in each class one and one in class two?
If you are using, that's what. If you are using two main methods, JVM will consider as the two different classes. Two different
Different
classes.
classes.
For JVM, for JVM, main is one method. If you are using, so for example, if you have written 5 classes, and in all 5 classes, you have written 5 main methods. So here, like, first of all, it will not allow you to execute all at once. Sequential execution will work, but internally, JVM will consider that is a individual class, that is a separate class.
So basically, in a source code, we can have multiple classes with multiple main methods, right? Like a class with multiple methods. I mean, like different
Multiple methods.
classes.
Multiple methods. In a class, we can write n number of variables, n number of methods we can write.
No. Like in a source code,
Hmm.
let's say we have a couple of classes, class A, class B, class C, and all these three classes can have main methods. Is that what, right? Like in just one source code.
But the terminology you are using, right? That is not the correct way. The main
Okay.
method, that's what I said. Like main methods, we should not call main methods. We can call methods. In the sense, a class can have multiple methods. Okay, but class can have one main method. Like that, we need to.
Okay.
Main
Oh,
methods.
okay.
The
Okay.
terminology, we should. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so one second, I need to reply one query. So every use case, we have to import each different package, or we just use, okay, it is preferable to use class. If you know the classes, you can use, just now we have discussed about 2 classes, import java.lang.system, java.lang.string. So if you have a good enough knowledge on the classes, you can use in such way. Otherwise, if you don't want that, I don't know the which class I'm going to use. In that case, you can use asterisk. Asterisk means, as I said, all. Either ways you can use.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you please explain this one? Like there are two error types, right? Like one compile time and runtime. Can you explain that two again, please?
Okay. So for that, okay, let me reshare a screen again.
So compile time error means, that means, like, if my understanding is correct, so here the interpreter comes into the picture and it checks each line, and that's when we get the error.
Yeah.
Like, well,
In the sense, like, if you have not followed a proper instructions in a program, then compile time error will come in the picture. So I'm just sharing a screen to execute that same flow. Actually, this is a
Okay.
instructions step by step provided by Java team to write any Java
Okay.
program. This is a standard way.
Okay.
So each class should have one main method. In main method, we need to write our requirement. What is our output? What is the requirement? Now our requirement is printing a message. So in a method, we are writing this. Okay, so this is the correct way we are following. So let us see. I don't want to require, I'm just making a comment here, I have not followed whatever the instructions given by JavaSoft. Now I'm trying to execute from IDE. First step is IDE itself, it will not allow because we have not followed a proper way. But still, I am curious to know what error it will give. So there is one more option to check. If I don't have main method, what error it will give when I do a sample execution process. So now if I'm giving here, so now you see Java C compile. In the sense, what happens here is under the main method, we are writing this class. This is a class, this is a field, and this is a main method. I mean, this is a method. So what happens here is, so JVM is the second step of your execution. First step is Java compiler. Compile time error meaning is nothing, but compiler itself not able to understand what it should do with this step. That's why here it step identifier expected. Identifier expected, the meaning of identifier expected is please cross check your program and just add if you have anything missed. That's what identifier expected. You see, right? This is the way identifier expect. Something we missed here. We have not followed properly. Now, this is about compile time. So now let us write this in a way. So now, okay, what is the error here? Okay, comment. So now what I'm trying to do, now again, I'm trying to recompile the program because I have changed some part here. I removed the comment here. So now I'm just trying to compile. Now I followed the instruction provided by Java team. Now it's compiled successfully and generated .class file. Now I'm trying to run a program. Okay, so it will give output. I'm just modifying this. So now what I'm trying to do, I'm just running a program. So now you see, right, error. This is a runtime error. We are running a program. We are compiling a program. So this is a runtime error. Runtime error means main method not found in a class sample. Please define, in the sense, IDE itself define, giving you that if you want to execute your program successfully, you need to follow this type of a syntax and instruction. This is about that compile time and runtime example I have shown you. Clear?
Basically, compile time errors, it detects that, even though the syntax is correct, but like if we don't follow JavaSoft provided steps,
Instruction.
it gives
Yeah.
compile time instruction. Okay.
Yes.
Got it. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, then I hope you followed. Yesterday we have shared the recording session related with how you need to set up Java and IDE in your machine. Like if you're using, I have shared Mac as well as Windows in that. So hope so. Like whenever you get a time, you can just do that installation and follow the programs regularly. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Thanks for joining today.
Thank you. Yeah.
So, bye.
All right. Bye.